Hello everyone, XNYC Prepper here, and I'm trying to make a quick video because it's about to rain. There's thunder showers out here, and it's very, very humid. And when it's really hot like this, guys, try not to do anything during the midday. Any physical work. That's what we try to avoid midday. Get up early in the morning, do all your physical work outdoors in the morning, and then later in the evening before it gets dark and it cools down a little bit. But avoid the midday because you can get exhausted and it could be pretty bad sometimes for some people. Anyway, today, like I said, I'm making a video about the top three, or I'm going to make it the top four weapons, or even the top five. I'm going to say the top five because I know what they are right here. The top five weapons that I would use when I'm in a dangerous neighborhood. Say you're going to New York City, you're vacationing to New York City, or Chicago, or wherever, or Los Angeles, all these cities that they cause chaos out there. So the top five weapons legally you can use in the streets of New York City. If you can use it in the streets of New York City, you'll be able to use it anywhere. Okay, let me start right away. The number one weapon that you can use as a senior, as a disabled person, as a smaller person, as any person, it doesn't matter, okay, is the cane. The cane is totally legal to carry anywhere and everywhere. There is a law, the HIPAA law, that states that no one can ask you. They can't even ask you, why do you have this cane, okay? It's a medical device. And it will assist older people like myself in walking. It helps you with your balance. It helps you to prevent a fall. And it could help you to prevent a robbery or your life being in jeopardy. It could save your life. So the number one weapon, it's very discreet. You're walking down the street with a cane, doesn't look abnormal. Yeah, if you're walking down the street with a cane like this, that's not how you walk with a cane. You got to walk with a cane the regular way, like this or like this. You let it hit the ground and walk with it. Okay? Even if you don't necessarily need the cane to walk, when you have the cane, then you want to be incognito. You want to be the gray man, so you need to use it this way. Okay? So don't be too proud. I've been using it like this for years and years. For 7 years, I relied on this cane to walk, and now I rely on this cane to save my life, possibly someday. So we're gonna talk more about canes. I got different canes here to show you guys. The number one weapon would be the cane. The number two weapon would be a bottle of mace. Okay, a mace. You can get all different types of maces and whatever. But they're legal in New York City to have. They sell them in the pharmacies or whatever. And what I would suggest is you get yourself a bottle of gel, okay? Gel mace. Forget the spray stuff, because if it's windy, it's going to blow back in your face, all right? That one is made mostly for indoors, but to be on the safe side, you get the gel. It shoots a stream of gel. You aim for the guy's face or the person's face, and it will incapacitate them. I also use bear mace. See the difference in size? All right, this is the Frontiersman bear mace. And I go to the extreme, guys. If I'm going into New York City, and I will be going down there tomorrow to do some filming, both of these guys stay on me. Is it comfortable? No. All right? If you get a bottle of mace like this, what do? Huh? Stick it in your pocketbook, or stick it in your coat pocket somewhere where you forget where it's at and you can't grab it? No, it has to be readily accessible. You gotta be ready to grab this fast. All right, there's a lot of places you can hide this. Okay, ladies, you can put it in your bra. It's got a clip. Okay, and the bra, I don't have to tell you, ladies, it's like the perfect incognito, a discreet pocketbook. You have a pocketbook, built-in pocketbook there. They actually have bras that have compartments where you could put a knife or you could put a bottle of mace in it just to hold it. What's the name of that bra? Hang on, guys. I think I'm joking. I'm not. I wrote it down somewhere. Well, it doesn't matter. It'll get back to me. Just look it up online, like everything else, okay? So yeah, the number 2 weapon, 3 weapons that you should carry together at all time with you. 1 is a cane, 1 is a bottle of mace or 2, and the 3rd would be a knife. Yes, a knife. And you're probably saying to me, X, I'm not a knife person. I never carried a knife in my life. I'm an older person. What would I be doing with a knife? Well, the knife could save your life. Put it that way. All right? And there are many ways of carrying a knife discreetly. If you live in a state like mine, in New York State, in the city of New York, in the 5 boroughs, you are allowed to carry a knife as long as it's a fixed blade knife or a folding knife that does not lock. They don't want the knife to lock. They want either fixed blade like this, or, like I said, a knife that doesn't lock. And it has to be less than 4 inches to be legal, which is fine. You don't need anything more than that. Look at this one here. Look how small this is, okay? This is a 3-inch knife, 3-inch blade. Or it might be even smaller, actually. I'll tell you in a second. One, yeah, it's like a 2.5-inch blade. Very small, okay? And this is all you need. And what I do is I carry this around my neck. It's a neck knife. And yeah, you could hide it. You put it right underneath your shirt. And that's it. It's underneath the shirt. And you can't see it, but if somebody grabs you from behind, look how fast I pull this out. It's in my hands already. Because it's right here. I mean, I could find it right away. Hang on, guys. I'm not going to show you my fat belly. But yeah, that's it. I just grab, look at this, right here. Boom. Just grab it, pull, and the knife is there. Hey! Stop playing around. They play rough, my dogs. So, yep. And if you don't want to carry a knife, I mean, you know, I got this one for my daughter. I bought one for myself too because I use it actually. It's a great little brush, but it's got a spike in it, and you know you can put this somewhere where you can grab it right away. It has to be in the pocket right away where you can just grab it and pull. You can't just take it and put it inside your pocketbook. You can't just take this and throw it inside your pocketbook or your little knife. Throw it inside the pocketbook. Throw it inside your pockets on your jacket or whatever, and you can't find it. You can't pull it out on time. You have to be ready to use them. So it has to be readily accessible. You have to be able to grab these things right away. And those are the top three weapons that you can use and you should have with you at all times. Another thing that's very, I don't have one because I give them away actually to all the females in my family, are those alarms. Those little siren alarms. You press a button and it starts, woo, it's making a whole lot of crazy noise. That's a great thing to have with you. Also, so you want to attract attention and you want to scare that intruder off by using that. And the third weapon that you should have readily available at all times is your cell phone, your camera. The camera mode ought to be on your home page and the front page with a button where you can press it really fast in case you have to record something. Also, you should have 911 on speed dial. So you got to call 911. You can, I mean, if you get a chance, let's say you're running away from somebody, and you can get your phone out and you can dial 911, and while you're talking, that's going to help. But let's get back to some training with the cane today. This is what I'm going to do. I put my knife away. I don't want to kill anybody right now. I don't want to kill anybody anytime. But I don't want nobody to kill me. Here's 2 maces. All right, guys, let's turn the camera around. My beautiful poster that I made for recruiting people in the city. I'll start that tomorrow. I have other posters. I got flyers to hand out for them, and I'm hopefully I'm going to recruit some people. This here is my metal cane. It's made of metal, and that's just a regular cane that I wrapped, and we're going to use them all. And it's a cheap cane. That one will break if you don't know how to use it properly, but it's still strong enough to defend yourself. I got Bob here as an assistant today, who's gonna help us. All right, guys, here we go. So, the cane. I want to show you guys the top or the first 3 strikes that I need you to practice with using the cane. Okay? When you're walking down the street, you're walking like normal, everybody's walking with a cane like this, whatever. And let's say somebody confronts you here in the front and they stop you. It's a drunk person, a drunk guy. And he's asking you for money, you don't have any money, and you're with your wife, and you're an old timer, and you're trying to tell this guy to leave and he's not leaving. And, sir, please go away, I have no money, don't get any closer, leave us alone. Do you really want to take your cane and strike this guy in the top of the head? No. Because if you strike somebody in the top of the head with this stick, with this cane, with this weapon, you will kill them. This is hickory. It's not going to break. What's going to break is their skull. And you don't need so much power to hurt somebody with this. Okay? You don't have to have this. You don't need all this. No. Even a small little person who doesn't work out, if they hit hard enough with this thing, it's going to break them. So, the first move I want you to learn is the shin attack. As your opponent, we're going to call him an opponent, is coming towards you, okay? The first thing you do, okay, there's 2 defense stances that I need you to learn. One is you do this. You just raise your cane onto your upper hand, and now you're ready for the jab or the thrust. To push back a person or to jab them and to thrust into them. Now, when you're doing this, remember the retrieval, it's thundering, guys. I hope I don't get wet. The retrieval should be as fast as the attack, okay? You attack as you step forward, but you bring it back right away. Right to your waist and down here, so they can't grab it. Because if you do this, if you're slow, humans have reactions, and they're gonna block it, and they're gonna grab it. So, you can fake to the top and then go to the midsection. Is what I would do. Fake to the top and go right to the midsection. So this is the first one. You just bring straight up. Oh, whoa. Okay. Number 2, let's go for the shin. Okay, so what you do is this is my person, my opponent's right here in the front, I'm here. I'm going to step to the side, right, and either with one hand or 2 hands, you're going to go down and strike the shin. You strike the legs, you strike the shin as hard as you can, all right? You step to the side, you can grab with both hands, baseball bat, and you strike to the shin. So these are the 2 so far. You got 2. You got 1 thrust. Here we go. This is the thrust. Or see that? This is very, very powerful. 2, step to the side, shin. You have to practice both sides, guys. You do one side with the left and one side with the right. I realized that if you're a righty, your left side is going to be awkward. It's not going to be as strong. But as you practice, you got to keep on practicing, because if you hurt your right hand, you can only use your left, right? Okay. So, like I said, both sides. Up this way, boom. Up this way, boom. Okay. Step to the side, boom. Step to the side, shin, boom. After you go for the shins, if you have to come back up, and you know, with a second attack, you can. Once you got him for the shin, if it doesn't knock him down, which I doubt it, but it will, then if you have to come back with a second attack, you can. Okay. Another attack that you could learn that's very, very, very useful, I put it in the top 5, is this one here. This is another defensive move. Somebody's coming towards you, you put your cane this way, all right, to defend yourself with it. So you're walking like this, boom, you're defending yourself with a cane. What can you do from this position? You can do a lot of things. Make sure you have enough room over here and enough room over here. It's somewhere towards the middle, but you have this section to block or to attack. So yeah, you're walking, you bring your cane up like this, okay? And here we go. Stay away, no! Oh. If you hit somebody like this, you are gonna smash their face, you're gonna smash their teeth, you're gonna smash their nose to the back of their head. This is very, very, very powerful. When you hold a cane like this and you smash into a person while you're stepping in with all your weight, they're not gonna stop it. Even if they put their hands up, it's gonna follow through. And as a follow through for that, let's say they do put their hands up and they're stronger than you. They got it. Look what we do. We got the crook right here. That crook, you will connect this guy right in the back. Okay, and or the ear, or the face, and you're gonna rip right through him. So, yeah. You're walking. Very powerful. Very, very powerful strike. Okay? So, this is another strike that you can strike to the groin area, and it's very simple. You just go straight up. All right, just go straight up. Let's say here. Boom. Wow, look how fast that is. If you think that doesn't hurt, you gotta be kidding me. It's gonna put him on the ground. Extremely fast, right from the bottom, hard for him to stop. Boom. If you miss the groin, you're gonna come up and probably hit him in the chin. So let's say you miss the groin, boom, but you're gonna hit him in the chin as you come up. Well, I'm not missing the groin. I'm making contact every time. So again, number 1, the thrust jab. Number 2 is the shin strike. Number 3 is the double. I don't know how to. I gotta make names for these guys. Thrust with the cane, where you still have both ends, right? And number 4 is the downward strike. So when you do the downward strike, guys, same thing. You're coming up here to your defense, or like this. But let's say you're here, okay? What you do is you bring it to your shoulder, and then you come down. Boom. You can come down with one hand, or for extra power, you come down with 2 hands. So it's very simple. You bring it to your shoulder and come down. Same thing here. Bring it to your shoulder and come down on the opposite side. And what you're doing, you're trying to strike. If you want to kill the guy, you want to strike him in the head, then go ahead. Strike him in the head and kill him. Hit him in the temple, hit him in the top of the head, and it's going to break. But if you're trying to avoid that, and you just want to get out of there alive, hit him in the collarbone, hit him in the arm, hit a person in the elbows, you hit him in the wrist, you hit him in the knee, okay? You hit him in the soft part of the stomach here, into the solar plexus, anywhere really where you hit him with this thing, it's going to stop that person. But if you hit somebody in the collarbone, the collarbone breaks very easily. So what you do is here, right? Raise it up, right onto the collarbone. Right, there you go. Combination. You go for the groin, miss, and then come down for the collarbone. Skip out, hit him, on the shin, come back to the collarbone. The thrust to push them out. The double-handed thrust to the body, to the face. If you hit him in the nose, that nose is broken. Hit him in his teeth, you're going to shatter all his teeth. It's very, very, very strong. Very strong. And there goes the hook. There goes the other end. And yeah, guys, the cane is a very, very formidable weapon. Always remember when you're using a cane, this is my black cane. And always remember when you're in the street, somebody's attacking you, always assume there's someone behind you. His friend is behind you. Even if you did not see him with a person, you saw this guy by himself, and you can swear up and down the Bible that he's by himself, you have to have the instinct, that reaction to look backwards to make sure that there's not an attack coming from behind. Okay, guys? Always. And the same thing here. You know, up. You got the thrust jab. Remember to bring it right back over here as fast as you bring it up there, you bring it right back. Okay? You can thrust for the groin. Bring it up. 1, 2, 3. Okay, guys, those are the first strikes that I want you to practice. You guys keep on listening to my channel if you're interested in self-defense, cane self-defense, guys. I will teach anyone for free. And if you're a New York resident and you want to come up here to visit me, or if I'm going into the city and you're a senior and you want me to teach you, I will teach you for free. I don't need any money. As a matter of fact, if you're a senior and you don't have money, hey, leave that alone, Hunter. Sorry, guys. The tip came out. The tip always comes out because they leave them loose. Okay. Like I was saying, if you're a senior, you don't have money to buy a cane, a real cane. It has to be, you know, don't go to Walmart or your pharmacy and buy a regular cane, because it's not going to last. It's going to break. And it could be detrimental to you saving yourself in a self-defense situation. You don't want that to break. Okay, so you want a real cane like this Cane Master hickory cane, or a cane made of oak. Robina makes a great cane. The Robina Raven, it's all metal, black one. But just go online and you'll find cane, self-defense canes. But like I was saying, if you're a senior citizen and you don't have money to buy a cane, and you don't have the funds, contact me. I'll go to work and I'll buy it for you. As long as you watch my videos and learn how to defend yourself. I want everybody to be, I don't want you to be a victim out here, okay? My mother was a victim. My brother was a victim, okay? They were both robbed in the streets of New York and permanently injured for the rest of their lives. And I don't want anybody else to be a victim out here. So like I said, I will train anyone they want. Anyone who wants training, I will train you for free. And if you don't have a cane, I'll buy you the cane. Okay, guys? And I will be putting out cane and self-defense, weapon self-defense videos on a regular basis. So watch out for them. And with that, I'd just like to say X out. Have a great day, everybody. Stay prepared to be ready always. Okay? Don't be a victim.